Hi, it's Coach Jeff. It is Saturday, March 28th, 2020. It's almost midnight. I had a really, really eventful day and, pardon me, wanted to talk about, had a chance to interview a wonderful 60-year-old competitive CrossFit athlete, and she came in 72nd in the online qualifier for her age group in the world, and only the top ones go. So she did amazing. This is only her less than 2 years into CrossFit. So was blessed to be able to interview her and talk about some wonderful things. And a big thing all day long that has kind of permeated and it's touched on is gratitude and grateful and what that means and being blessed to be grateful in the moment as opposed to thinking back and you never know what you got till it's gone kind of thing. and I've talked about this before, but gratitude and appreciation and valuing something at the moment, in the moment, is so it's in life changing. And um, I felt grateful today for my wife. I felt grateful for my kids. I have enough food. I have a house. My father-in-law is struggling with COVID-19 in England, and one of my friends, her husband now has it too, and she's struggling with it. She's hopefully on the tail end of it, but she's been in bed for 9 days ish, and it's it's this time in human beings history is unique in that we were the most successful, populated, everything at our fingertips, and yet the world was still brought to its knees by something you can't see. And one of the things that it had me thinking is, as I was reading with my daughter as she went to sleep, and most times we're not aware of the magnitude of the moment. And what I mean by that, and I'm going to get emotional in it, and it's lots of reasons, but the magnitude of the moment, meaning all we have are series of moments. You hear people say, "Oh, I'm just killing time and wasting time," and anybody who's worth their salt will have said, "You can make more money, you can't make more time. Time's the only thing that we really have." One of those, a bunch of people said it, but I know Jim Rohn said it. When somebody's on their deathbed, they don't sit there and say, "Man, I wish I had more money." It's, "I wish I had more time." And what we have to do is we have to figure out, okay, so what do we want to do with that time? Because that's what makes time valuable, is what we do with it. And for me today, I was able to have a lot of value, add a lot of value to my time. I connected with an amazing, amazing woman who shared some wonderful insight, which I'll be posting about how to get into an extremely athletic, challenging, competitive environment at a later stage in life, and how she did that. And so that's it's an amazing point of view. It's an amazing perspective. Pardon me. And so what I was thinking about is I do dad diaries, and what I do is I was directed to do it, and then I heard Jim Rohn talking about, I just write down um, stuff that I think about about my kids, or stuff we did that day. And it came because I was traveling a lot, and I would not be present physically. And I was doing a wonderful job. I was teaching, I was training for zipline canopy tours and team building and leadership trainings throughout North America. It was beautiful. I was everywhere. I was Sonoma, California. I was in Alaska. I was in North Carolina, Vermont. Excuse me, amazing places. And I sat there, and it was hard for me to be grateful for where I was, but I was torn. I was grateful, and yet I was still wasn't whole. And so what I started doing last year sometimes, I started writing dad diary, and just, what I was thinking about when I thought about them, basically my legacy. What can I give them so they know how truly important they were to me? And that's one of those things that I really want to encourage people to do, is figure out what you value and put your time into that. And this is very hard to explain. I don't know how to. I don't know what's going to come about this. I know that I've been directed, and felt and had some wonderful ideas popped in my head about potential things and ways to help people, and you know some things in the pipeline about businesses, and but the business part of helping people and helping the people who are helpers. And what I want to remember is, right in my dad diary tonight, it hit me that my kids pretty much spent the day on, gaming. It's the weekend, online and everything. But when they were little, they'd want to be with me. They'd want to just be around me. It was fun just be around dad. It was exciting. Now it's, they don't hate me. It's still young enough, but I understand it's a process of transforming into adulthood, and growing up and being independent, which is important and necessary. And it's not fun. And because it reminds me of when I didn't take advantage of the time. So I'd be gone, and I'd want to spend time with them, and then I'd come back, or I would be working, and I wasn't present. I'd be on my phone. I'd be at the dinner table. I'd be thinking about something else. I'd be, just not checked in, and not present. One of the most wonderful gifts I've been given in the last 4 months of reflection and recentering my life is, what is of value to me? And I'm going after that. I'm spending time with that. Especially now, something is hugging my kids, touching them, giving them kisses when they're asleep. I'm hearing all these stories about people dying alone, and not, the family can't even be with them in their last moments because they're quarantined and this and that. And You know, the biggest thing I can say, find out what you value, then spend your time doing that. You can figure out how it's going to monetize, how it's going to, be successful, this and that, but figure out your values, be true to those values, and spend your time doing that. I'm regretful for not doing that before. The last 4 months, I am not regretful for how much time I spent with my kids or how invested I've been in their life and how I've learned to be a better dad, to be a better son, working on being a better husband. That's challenging. And working on being a better Christian, working on being a better worker. And so today was very eye-opening in that there was a lot and nothing extraordinary at the same time. But that's what life is. Life is moments that we place value on. And so I hope everybody has an amazing, amazing rest of the night, an amazing Sunday. I'm going to get up. I'm excited because we're doing a Zoom workout video, so that'll be fun. And reconnect with some people I haven't seen in a while, and just keep moving. Keep being positive. I value connections, and that is what I'm going to do. I value being connected to people's lives and in their hearts, and that's what I want to do. So have a great night. If nobody tells you, I care about you.